Wandra, Carly, me, and I think one of you guys, we all spoke out of Jeremiah. I have Psalms. I'm reading out of Psalms some. She read out of Psalms some. I read out of Peter, 1 Peter. I'm going to read out of Peter. She read out of 1 Peter. That's not a coincidence. Like, that's literally God working in our hearts, and now it's going to go to you guys. I'm going to be speaking on trusting in God. I feel like some of us are kind of lukewarm at some times, and we tend to not open our Bible, and then we get down in situations. Raise your hand if you've been in a situation that you never thought would happen. I mean, almost everyone, maybe everyone. And they're going to be good situations. There's going to be bad situations. We're going to go through battles in life. Life's not easy. You guys have all heard that. Life is very tough. The devil's going to be throwing everything he can at you whenever you're growing in your relationship with God. I started growing a great relationship with God this summer, and I lost a relationship with my dad. He said words to me that really touched me, that really hurt, and it pushed me down a lot. And it kind of brought me away from God, but at the same time, I'd go one day, I was feeling really good, and the next day I'd think back, and it just kept running back in my mind. I wasn't trusting in God, as simple as that. I wasn't praying every night. I wasn't reading my Bible. I'd still go to church on Sundays. Then I'd go to summer workouts, and I'd go and I'd push everything away, or I just wouldn't be the same. I was very inconsistent. I wasn't trusting in God. What I want to say to you guys is, pretend you're a sailor. You're in the ocean, and the wind. Here's how I think of it. I saw a video on YouTube. The devil is your weatherman. He's telling you it's going to rain. You're underwater. There's a big flood, say a hurricane or whatever, a big windstorm. We get a lot of those in Oklahoma. In windstorms, what happens? Trees fall, right? So you look at it like this. You're trying to get to your next destination. You're doing good. Next thing you know, a whole bunch of wind stops you. What do? Do you ask God, why are you doing this to me? Or do you ask Him, just little things like, why do you put me in this situation? Why couldn't it be someone else? You are put through things for a reason, and they're not for bad things. God has good plans for you. Like I said earlier, I'm going to read out of Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." He doesn't have anything bad planned for you at all. He wants you to grow with Him, learn about Jesus Christ and what He did for us. And He wants to see you in heaven. He wants to be able to let you in the gates of heaven. We're all going to get put in situations. The wind is going to keep pushing at us. Are we going to ask those questions, or are we going to trust in God to maybe give us a little push, that little push that we need? I have had many times where I need that push. I got stuck. I was, stumped in my life to where I didn't know what to do. My parents got a divorce when I was 10. I didn't grow up going to church. I didn't start coming to church and actually trying to get into a relationship with God until like December of 2019. So just in this little 2-year span, I am now at almost my peak. I feel like after what happened this summer, I feel like I was really at my peak, and there's still more room to grow. We are, like I said earlier, we're put through situations. We have to be able to trust in God to pick us up and to move with us, or to push us to our next destination. He has good plans for you guys. You're not going through these plans for a reason, or these things, or you don't lose a friend, or your parents don't get a divorce. The devil's going to put that on your mind. That's your fault. No, it's not. It's not your fault. And you're going to keep replaying that over and over again. Like Carly said, the devil was getting to her. The devil kept speaking in her heart, saying, these bad things about her, when really that's Jesus and God don't want any of that for you. None of that. I don't think anywhere in the Bible it says that those words or stuff like that. They have words of encouragement. God is a loving God. He makes things. Jesus made things not possible possible. He literally made people that were blind see. He brought people up and he healed them that nobody else thought they could do, and they still questioned him. He did so many things. The wind, guys, it's pushing. It's pushing against you. Go pray to God. Go ask for help. It's okay. It's okay to ask for others. It's okay to come to Bree or to come to one of us and ask for prayer. It's okay to come to Kyle or Shaylee and ask for prayer. Don't be embarrassed. The devil's also going to put that in your mind. Oh, you look pretty weak whenever you're going up there asking for prayer. Who cares? Yeah. The devil, compare him to God, you can't even, because it's just so like, you can't do it. The devil puts those things in your mind that you're not good enough, that you're weak, your parents don't love you, it's your fault that you lost your relationship with someone. It's your fault that you're a failure because you're failing in math or whatever. So push it away. Go talk to God. Go learn more about Jesus Christ. That's what I have to say about that. I'm going to be reading out of John 5. I want to say someone else is reading out of John, aren't they? No? Nah. Jesus heals a lame man. John 5. Afterward, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holy days. Inside the city, near the sheep gate, was the pool. Bethesda? Yeah, I'm sorry. In the Bible, oh my gosh, there are so many names and so many words that make absolute no sense, and they're crazy. I don't even know how that's possible to come up with that. Was the pool of Bethesda with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches. One of the men lying there had been sick for 38 years. When Jesus saw him and knew that he had been ill for a long time, he asked him, "Would you like to get well?" "I can't, sir," the sick man said, for I have no one to put me in the pool where the water bubbles up. Someone else always gets there ahead of me." Jesus told him, Stand up, pick up your mat, and walk." Instantly the man was healed. He rolled his sleeping mat and began walking. But this miracle happened on the Sabbath, so the Jewish leaders objected. They said to the man who was cured, "You can't work on the Sabbath. The law doesn't allow you to carry that sleeping mat." That man, for 38 years, kept trying to get healed, to go in this pool to get healed. And people always beat him to it. There were, he'd come and, he's too late. He kept trying over and over again. If you keep trying over and over again and you can't do it, stop, settle down, ask God for help. Because he can do it. He can help you with it. He can, as simple as that. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. I can't say it enough. Trust in the Lord, guys. You're going to go through battles. Life's not perfect. We're going to, we're just young, and it sucks growing up. Be calm, and just trust in the Lord. Because He has good plans for you. Psalm 139, 1-4 says, "O Lord, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I am going to say before I even say it, Lord." It goes back to Jeremiah. He has plans for you. He knows what you're going to do in the future. I think all of us have gone through something where we were stumped, where we didn't feel like we were moving. And going back to the wind part, the devil makes it think like it's still blowing in your face and you're still stopping, when really you're just looking at the aftermath. And all those branches are still there. And they're all still laying there, and it reminds you over and over again, that's the devil speaking to you guys. Go. Okay? Let God control your life. Let God lead you down the right path. The devil's going to throw all these things at you, like temptation, like lust, like cheating, or some of these things that we shouldn't be doing. He's going to throw all those things at you and try to lure us to the wrong path. That's not God. Anything that feels negative, thoughts, just thinking, you see someone and you question, like, that's the devil putting that in your mind, and he's being negative because that's, he thinks he can still win this battle. In the end, God wins. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't win by a little, he wins by a lot. Let's trust in God even more. God's going to put thoughts in our heads like, why don't you go pray for this person? They might be going through something that is really making them down. And the devil's going to say, oh no, don't do that. Because he knows that life, Drake, you're a light, bro. This is crazy, man. You want to help so many people. You let God control your life and you keep trusting in the Lord. You're going to make so many more people great and so many more hearts. You're going to touch a lot of hearts. All of you guys. It's not just one person. If you guys didn't grow up I didn't grow up going to church. And I feel like I have touched a lot of hearts and I still have a lot more to touch. God has told me, hey, why don't you go say hi to this person? Nah, I'm not going to do that. That's not cool. No. Stop. Take some time to think. Because like James said, you don't know if that person's going to make it to heaven. You don't know if they have a good relationship with God or even a relationship with at all, or they didn't learn about Jesus Christ when they were growing up. We gotta trust in God to lead us down the right path and lead others down the right path. 1 Peter 1:6-7. So be truly glad. There is wonderful joy ahead, even though you must endure many trials for a little while. These trials will show that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold. Though your faith is more precious than mere gold, so when your faith remains strong through many trials, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day when Jesus Christ is revealed to the whole world. We're put through battles. We're going to lose battles. We're going to win battles. We're going to praise God either way. Because we are blessed to be here, right? He brought you here for a reason. Hopefully one of your guys' hearts gets touched tonight and it opens your eyes. Yeah. Last one. This isn't a coincidence. Last Sunday, Pastor Cody was reading out of Isaiah. The same thing that's been on my heart for like 3 months. This has been on my heart, guys. This isn't, I didn't, like Bree said, we didn't pull it out of our foots. We got to trust in God. And I feel like some of us in here don't trust in God with all of our life. Isaiah 41:10. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand. Don't be discouraged. You're going to go through battles. That wind. You're still going to see a couple of branches every once in a while. You're going to feel like you're underwater. That's the devil. Okay? That's all I have.